Hello, I'm James Gunn, Reform Party candidate for Oxford, West and Abingdon, and today I want to talk to you about pensions and social care. The pension system used to be the absolute envy of Europe. We had lots of people contributing to pensions which were building up in funds, and then all of a sudden Gordon Brown messed it up. He took away dividend tax relief for pension funds, and what that meant was that the funds had significantly lower returns to reinvest. Never found out what happened to all that money. Gordon Brown just blew it. But now many of our friends have found that 20, 30 years later, their pensions are a lot lower than they were led to expect when they started. So well done, Gordon. We need to look at pension fund laws at the moment. At the moment they're extremely inflexible, and the way the stock market works, they get to invest in the very slow-growing, mature companies. Perhaps they need to take a little bit more, have a little bit more scope to invest in the high-growth companies that are, every 20, 30 years are going to find their way into the FTSE 100 and create the industries of tomorrow. Currently, they're not allowed to invest in those kind of companies. In the meantime, they have been investing in hedge funds, which are highly risky vehicles, and that's really not the way for pension funds to go. They should not be gambling on the stock market. They should be investing long term. That's much better for the economy as well. So we want to have a look at the pension scheme, the pension system, and how we can improve that again. Turning to social care, this is a conversation that has been kicked down the road. This can has been kicked down the road so many times. The Deal Not report seemed to present an extremely practical, sensible, affordable way of going about social care, which I thought was going to cost tens of billions, but this one was going to cost a few billion a year, and it seems very logical. Now, if we can fix social care, then we can fix lots of things about the health service, where so often the problem is getting someone who's ready to go home out of the hospital, but having nowhere to send them. So we need to make social care better. It needs to be better funded, and it needs to be kind of part of an all-party agreed system. And so we're going to have an inquiry into that, sort of Royal Commission type thing, where we put this issue to bed once and for all. This is another decision that politicians have failed to take for decades. Okay. Well, one of the things that's recently become clear is that people who are running residential care homes are using offshore companies and various other clever tax structures to avoid paying tax in a big way. And this is not the way that we want elderly people and their families to be ripped off. These techniques are just going to be. We're going to legislate to stop them, and it just has to change. It's just such a rip-off. Social care, residential care is expensive enough anyway. Finally, good news for miners in Oxford, West and Abingdon. The long-running pension dispute is going to be resolved and settled. So I don't know how many votes that entails, but I suspect that the long history of mining in Oxford, West and Abingdon means that's at a total of 0. But it's in our manifesto, so I thought I'd talk about it. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you'll vote for me on the 4th of July. Thanks.